right, Chris and Kevin here with our brand new show we're going to call Bent Corners. Do you know what sucks, Kevin, is when you open a box of cards and they've got bent corners?
Oh, it's the worst.
You and I were the worst. So we're here to bring you the worst. Our buddy Nicolicious33 made the entrance video. So thank you, Nick. He also made the Around the Hobby, the coffee and cards, the cardboard corner with Shay. So I'm happy to be here. How you doing tonight, Kevin?
Good. I appreciate the introduction. I love the new show title. We're going to have fun. I'm having a great night, having a good day. Got some unexpected mail today, so it's always a nice surprise. No bent corners in the mail, though.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, I got yesterday. So I have a secret PC of Brandon Marshall.
Okay.
From the Denver. I don't tell many people about this, but Jimmy Bible figured it out through some sleuthing. And I got a Brandon Marshall card in the mail from him. And I said, how in the world did you know that I don't tell people about that. I just do it. And so then him and Che, Rowdy, and Hecker got together and sent me a package. And I got two beautiful Brandon Marshall game worn patches autos in the mail yesterday. And it was amazing, man.
That's awesome. The secret's out now then.
So that secret's out. But I got another secret that I'm pretty excited about. I have some life-changing news. It's so difficult not to share with everybody, but I gotta wait till Wednesday of next week. But something huge is in the works for Goldline, for Chris, for me, my business, my life, my family, everything's gonna change that I know, that you know, for the better.
I can't wait to find out.
And it's gonna be next Wednesday, and I'm just so excited to finally share everything I've been working for and working to is coming together, and it's so exciting.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah. So how's your Polar Plunge fundraiser going? Mine, I ended it. Our plunge was supposed to be last weekend. The weather changed it and postponed it. So, I did that. I did the raffle. I still got to ship some stuff. I shipped a lot, but I gave away like 20 things. So
there was a ton of stuff in that.
Yeah. So how's yours? How's your stuff going? I know your plunge is later on in the month.
Yeah. So it's still live, and some of my friends are starting to sign up finally to the team. So I usually have about a dozen of my friends roped into this every year. And up until recently, there was only a couple people. I'm like, what's going on here? But I raised over 1,200. It's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
That's crazy. I never thought I'd raise 550 again, let alone 1,200.
So where'd you get that hat? I need one of those.
Oh, they gave it. Which year is this from? This is from, I think 2019. I remember they gave it out in Seaside. It was.
I've got some winter like toboggans, some beanies, but I don't have a ball cap. So that's sweet. You might have to do a little trade if you get another one.
Yeah,
like that. I'll send you a winter cap, and you can send me one of those.
We can work something out. If you end up doing the plunge here one year, I'll get you all the team gear. I do it with my friends, and we made a team. We're the Cold Warriors. So my friend Derek made me a logo, and we have T-shirts, sweatpants, and we have awesome. Winter hats. So I don't know what we're going to do next.
Yeah, I used to be on the Polar Plunging Police, and then it kind of just fell apart. This year, it's literally just me. My buddy Steve was going to do it with me, but he went to Tiffin University, and he played basketball there, and he's on the board of something or other, and they've got a meeting that day that he can't miss. So I'll go and I'll rock the Goldline shirt, and I'll jump in the water, just solo style. It's going to be kind of weird because normally it's like, get you all amped up when you got 50 of your buddies and you get you the momentum and adrenaline, but you're going by yourself. You're like, okay, great, sweet.
That's what it is. It's a big adrenaline rush, and people don't understand that. They think I'm crazy. It's a little crazy to jump in the ocean in the winter, but
it's also a little crazy to get a rated rookie tattoo on your arm like that. So
that's very crazy.
So I did make my tattoo appointments for March 18th. I wanted to get it soon, but I'm going to Orlando at the end of the month for Collecticon. And
Okay.
so it's my buddy Nick Lucchese's 40th birthday while we're down there, and I'm gonna be staying with him and his family. And we were talking about like going to SeaWorld, maybe the beach or the
Okay.
pool or something. So I didn't want to have a fresh tattoo
Yeah,
going
yeah.
into water and stuff. And then when we come back, we got things this day or the other. My wife's got some availability that day too. She's gonna go. One of her friends is the one who's doing our tattoos now. He's like
Oh,
45
nice.
minutes away, but he's done her brothers and hers and our he did this one. I was really happy with it.
Wow, that came out nice.
So I'm gonna go back to him. So the next availability we could go to is March 18th. So I do have that. I think I decided to go with the polar bear with the red
Yeah.
scarf
Okay. So you
from
made
the
the
Polar
decision.
Plunge. And then the 1982 Reds logo with the Cincinnati Reds little Mr. Redleg running through the
Okay.
logo.
I like it.
So that's what I got for now, which is always open to change, but we'll see.
That's true. At least you figured it out pretty quickly what you wanted.
Well, it was more or less, I put it up in a couple chat groups, and I can't remember who came out. I think you told me to do the polar bear. I don't really remember who
I
did.
don't remember now.
And then I'm in a Cincinnati talk group, and right now everyone, all they talk about is Bengals, Bengals, Bengals. So I said, hey,
Right.
what should I get? He goes, thinking about getting a Reds logo. I said, get one from the year you were born. Like,
That makes sense.
done. It's not just the Reds, it's meaningful because the year I was born too,
Right. That makes sense. It's a good way to do it.
Right.
A couple of my friends were saying after we did the one show, saying, "Oh, how much do I have to donate for you to get a tattoo?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
I'm a little crazier than most people, so
Oh no, I want some, but just I don't know. Like I'll go through with it. I have like 10 that I want.
yeah. Oh, my wife just got her first one in December, and she's like, I wanted one for forever. And it's basically the same exact spot. She got the Elder Wand
Okay.
from Harry Potter. And
Okay.
then we both got these stars right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can see it.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
We both got these in the same spot. So
that's cool.
yeah.
I'm just like afraid to go, and like one of my friends is gonna have to hold my hand probably or
See,
something.
to me, it's like therapeutic. Like I've got 14 now, I think. And it's
Wow.
like 2 hours it's almost like therapy, just sitting in there like kind of sucks, but it feels good, but it's all right. And then you get to show it off to people and like, hey, look what I got. And people are like, oh,
Right.
cool. And you kind of get like attention from it and stuff. So
That's true.
and then people are
Eventually,
like, who's this crazy guy with a rated rookie thing on his arm,
that's true.
So at least when I go to the national, they'll know who I am because you can pick me out of a crowd.
Yeah,
with
it's
this.
true. I'm hoping I get to go. I'm not sure what's gonna happen yet, but
Maybe I'll send you an Uber. Maybe I'll have that kind of pull come July.
yeah, it's only a couple hour ride, so
Get on the jitney, man.
oh god, I've never ridden that thing actually.
See, that's what we used to do. I used to go every year, probably from like 21 to 30 until the hurricane came through and like destroyed everything, whenever that was. You went
2012.
every summer. We'd fly into Philadelphia, pay $100, take the jitney down, and they drive you down to your casino. And then when you come back, same thing. $100 takes you right to the airport.
Right. That's not a bad deal.
I mean, you're gonna rent a car for a week to just sit there,
Yeah, you're not gonna need it. Everything's in
No.
walking distance here.
For me, it's about a 10-hour drive, so that's kind of a long way. So, but see, we were thinking when we were going to go as a family, we were going to drive to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and do Hershey Park.
Okay.
Brant lives near there, hang out with him, and then my buddy Abdul lives in Philly. Go visit him.
That makes sense.
Head out to Atlantic City, and I've got family in DC, so hit DC on the way back, and just. I got more family in the Pittsburgh area. Just make like a week and a half trip and drive
Oh
around.
yeah, that's true. You could do that.
Yeah, I might have a little more leeway.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So
I have to say, I've never been to a card show, so like I don't really know what to expect, and like.
Oh, it's great, man.
Other than they'll take all my money.
Well, I've been to. I don't even know. You get the guys who are like, oh, I'm firm on price. Other people say, hey, I'll give you $20. Okay, yeah, here you go. If you know what you're doing, you know what you're looking for. For me, it's like, I went in looking for nothing. I went in looking for the high fives Cody Bellinger. Everybody was way too high on their prices, so I didn't buy it. What I bought was a KJ Hamler out of like 10. Dude's got it for like $50. I'm like, I'll give you 10. He goes, that's like 50% off. I'm like, you do the math, it's like 80% off, but still you're above comps at $10.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's my price. I'm like, good luck selling it. Like, who's buying this car? Who's buying a KJ Hamler who's hurt?
Yeah.
You know, or it only got it
nice.
because it's orange and he has an orange jersey on. Like you run into those kind of guys. But then you have people like Ryan at Card Collector 2. He shows up. He's got things priced. He's got all of his slabs in a box. You look through it. You like the price. Great. If not, like, hey, man, you got this for 200. I'll give you 180. Usually like, yeah, okay. Stuff at a card show, people are genuinely looking to move. Like,
that's true.
You know, it's not like,
it's going to change now, though.
What?
I wonder if it's going to change now with all that reporting stuff with card shows now.
Yeah, but it's mostly cash.
I guess that's true.
So nobody cares. You know, maybe for like Ryan because it's a legitimate business, but a lot of people who just set up, they might be cash only because a lot of places are, you know, we'll do PayPal, but you got to pay the fees, or, you know, it's got to be friends and family, so you can't charge back. But yeah, it's a good point I never thought of. Or, you know, a lot of places accept Venmo, but
yeah, I don't know.
You also got to think if you're a bigger business, you're already paying your taxes anyway. So
that's
whatever.
true. If you're doing the volume. So.
Yes, but if you're not and you're a smaller guy, just take cash and nobody cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I end up going. We'll see. My cousin and I were talking about going, and another friend. So we'll see what happens.
K Dub called me tonight. He's like, "Wait a minute, you're gonna get paid to go hang out with your friends?" So that's cool. But you know, we got our fundraisers wrapping up, and Che is just starting off his with the American Heart Association.
Yes, let me find that. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Hey, my buddy Noah's here. Houday, he's a big Bengals fan. He lives down the street from me. You know, Che, did you see that Rod Carew unpromptedly?
Yeah, that was wild.
Like Che and Rod Carew are like this now. I mean, they're just BFFs.
That was awesome. I couldn't believe like the first tweet, and then he just sent it out on his own just to be nice. Like, what a nice guy that guy is.
That's awesome. Imagine if he was like, "Hey, bid on this jersey or something, autograph," and that right there will bring in like $2,000. You know?
Oh yeah, seriously.
It's cool. I'm gonna do a slab giveaway, not a giveaway, an auction Friday and Saturday this week. Pick out 2 of them, and do just like a Twitter auction. Hey, whatever you raise, donate it directly to, you know, Che's link, and I'll send you the card. So
yeah, his sales term was good. I posted a couple things. Only one of them sold, but the guy donated double, so I sent him a bunch of extra PC cards, which is really nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
I said I had messaged them. I was like, we just got like $20 for that card. They listed for 10. So I was wondering what that was. I was like, I'll take care of the guy. Don't worry.
Yeah, one guy, he bought a Gavin Lux Turkey Chrome PSA 10 from me. I sent him another one in there just because, like, what am I gonna do with a Gavin Lux base? You know,
I like those turkey red cards.
Yeah, but
I do. I think they're really cool.
It was the one I wanted to give up for somebody, and you know what? The same dude that I sold it to, he nominated me today for a $25 gift card on Ryan's Cards thread. He said that I did that, and then he saw me just randomly buy somebody a Raleigh Fingers like 2 weeks ago on Twitter, and I ended up winning the $25 from Ryan's Cards. And so I just picked out, you know, a short print Cody Bellinger I saw on eBay, and it's like, sweet, like that's awesome. So that same dude, you know, it just all comes around, man.
Yeah, no, it's nice. There's so many generous people out there. It's crazy. Like, you know, the world's like really, really rough around the edges. And like, there's so many nice people on Twitter, it turns out.
Yeah, you just got to find the right.
Who would have thought? On
Twitter, you got to find the right click, right? Our buddy Rich over here in the comments, Cyclone Pack Ripper, he says he does Cash App and Venmo now from our conversation earlier about and that Carolina Card Exchange is here, and my guy Terry Paul, which we're trying to get together because I'll keep going like, hey Terry, I got the stack for you, and he wanted Trent Grisham. We did our show last time, and I said what was my all-time favorite sporting event, you know, that I've ever been to.
Oh,
so the next day I said, hey, who can tell me what this is? I'll give you this card. And he's the only one who knew. So he's like, I got this stack for you. I got the stack for you. Let's meet up for lunch one day. And it's like, we can't make it happen. So Someday soon, Terry, we're gonna have to hook up and go to Triple Play or Card Collector too.
Or a Reds game.
He's an Indians fan now.
If the season actually starts ever.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Cincinnati. Who do you got in the Super Bowl, man? Because we've had our playoff.
It's true.
Let's
see what the
Nick's watching. Nick's the guy. He just logged on. He made our intro song.
Oh, hey Nick, what's up? Thank you. I'm looking to see what the line is because I'm probably gonna go with the Bengals, but I want to see what the line is.
I think it was 3.
It opened at 4 originally. Let's see what it is. Super Bowl 4. Bengals +4. Yeah, I'll take that all day.
What? You know what? I'm going to take the Rams. I want to root. No, I can't. I want to root for the Bengals. I'm so torn, man. I want Cooper Kupp to win. I want Stafford to win. I want Von Miller to win.
Yeah, there's so many likable guys.
But I want Cincinnati to win. Like, the 1 year where I don't hate anybody. Like,
I know it's like the perfect Super Bowl. Like, neither of the teams have like unlikable players. I will tell you this: the over under is 48.5. I'm taking the over.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think I don't think it's going to be very high scoring, but I think it's going to be somewhere in the 50s.
Well,
maybe like a 52.5.
I think the Rams defense is much better than the Chiefs, especially with Donald and Vaughn and their secondaries upgrade, in my opinion.
Right.
Receiving core for the Rams is better than the Chiefs. Even people will say, no, you got Tyreek, you got Kelsey, but I mean, they've got OBJ, they got Cooper Kupp. I mean, Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown winner. And to me, like, Burrow's the next guy right now. I got like Stafford and Burrow, but Burrow wins this and it's not even close anymore.
Right.
You also have the whole state of Georgia rooting for the Rams, the whole state of Michigan pulling for them.
Right.
I don't know, man. Like Cooper Kupp, the MVP with 3 touchdowns and like 200 yards because nobody can cover him. You're going to tell me Eli Apple's covering Cooper Kupp? Like, you tell me Von Bell's going to stop him? But, the Bengals have a running game, and the Rams just don't. Like, Cam Akers came back.
Oh, easy on the Cam Akers hate. I love that guy.
I'm not hating. I love Cam Akers. I got like a mini Cam Akers PC. I had that slab I sent you, or I haven't even sent it to you yet. God, Cam, see, I got so much shit, man. I'm the worst.
I'm in no
rush. I got bent corners because I'm the worst.
Just send it to me before I move, whenever that is.
Yeah, I'll get it out. I got this whole.
It's not a rush.
8 more packages over here, so
it's really not a rush.
No.
I think we could see a 27-24 game. That's my prediction. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to take 27-24 Bengals. McPherson's going to kick a winning field goal at the end of the game.
So Bengals money line and the over.
Yeah, I'll take that right now, actually.
You know what? I think I might too. I mean, that's a solid bet.
Let's say what's the money?
But see, like I hate when stuff like this. I like taking player props or just the over.
See, I'm not really good with the props
because I don't want to. The end of the game comes. Von Miller's got 5 sacks. Burrow's got 500 yards. I'm like, oh my goodness! Like, if Burrow can just get this touchdown, it's great. But if he doesn't, that's great too. Because Von Miller, if he gets a sack, then it's like, oh, here's $500. Yeah, Nick's band wrote that song that we played at the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I like that.
He does like this Weezer cover band that's really sweet too. He's a University of Kentucky student. I don't know how much he wants to tell about him, but I know him pretty well. But he's a student down at UK, and he's just an awesome, awesome dude.
I gotta make sure I'm following him, man. If not, just send me his handle later on. I want to check out the band too. So
just say Cooper Kupp's prop bet's at 98 yards. You taking Cooper Kupp over 98?
Yeah, I would take over.
All right. What about, say, Jamar Chase is over 98? You taking it?
If the Bengals are going to win, it's going to have to be, but I would take an under. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I'm just bitter. So I play dynasty football. So in my home league, I'm in a lot of dynasty leagues. I had the second, the fourth, and I think the seventh pick in our rookie draft. And like everything was coming out about Jamar Chase saying that he's dropping everything, he can't catch. I'm like, oh, I panicked. So I took Kyle Pitts. Then I could have had him again because he didn't go at 3. Then I took Devontae Smith. Oh, there he is. I passed on him at 4 and took
Liddy,
Smith.
if you're watching, it's in your pile.
And then I could have had him a third time. I took my guy Elijah Moore. And I have Burrow on that team. And so I'm kicking myself.
Yeah.
I'd have a double up for the next 10 years.
See, I don't do Dynasty, but I play fantasy football and fantasy baseball every year. Last year, I was in too many leagues. Like, I usually win 1 or 2, and I'm in like 4. Last year, I was in like 8 each. Like, I couldn't keep up with.
Yeah.
So this year, I got to scale back down. I know you were talking. We want to talk about some fantasy sports here, like fantasy baseball. I'm in like one really competitive league with my buddies who live and breathe this stuff, and I made the playoffs like once. Then I'm in a group of like the group that my wife wins every year because she's way better at this stuff than I am. And in fantasy football, like I run a league, I'm in a work league. I got my, my buddies league we've done for 15 years. So I think those are the 3 main ones. But this year, it's like a whole bunch of people on Twitter like, hey, you want to jump in this league? Want to jump in this league? Like, yeah. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, I got too much going on.
Well, that's what happened to me. I got bored, so I ended up like doing a lot of drafts. Oh, what happened here? What happened to my camera?
Your camera's gone, broski.
What happened here? It's oh, here I am. Hi.
There you are.
Back. I ended up like getting bored over COVID, so I went from 2 dynasty. No, I had 1 dynasty league at the time, 1 redraft that we do. Then I had like 5 dynasty leagues in the off season, and it's like I had to like leave 2 of them, and I felt bad. But I'm like, I got way too much going on with those because those are going year round, so we can make trades, and like some leagues you can add players once the Super Bowl ends.
So here's something I just thought about because we were going to talk about off-season pickups, and you said, "Oh, you were thinking about dynasty."
Yeah, it was the first thing.
Are those correlated? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you think on like a collector edition where you're planning to sell, week 5,
right?
Who would you pick up? In the offseason, or even like baseball is about to start right now. Who would you buy? I'm not sure how much you're into baseball, but like what players would you buy, in the offseason, just looking to unload and make a profit so you can pile up your PC later,
Oh, yeah. No, I'm big into baseball. I'm in 1 league, and it's the only one I do because it's expensive, and we pay $5 for an ad drop on top of the entry fee. So it adds up quickly. I finally won the whole thing in 2019. It was great. So I only do 1 baseball league because that just takes up all my time. It's the best 26 weeks of the year. Like, I love the league I'm in. It's a good mix of people. Some younger guys, some older guys. So it's fun. But see, I don't know too much about this side of like collecting, like as far as like who you want to pick up to sell. Like, so if we're talking football, I'd be buying Joe Mixon in dynasty leagues right now. So maybe I'd be buying his cards depending on what happens. But like, I don't know if you can right now because of the Super Bowl. Everything's pretty jacked up, I'm sure.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking, off season, you buy the dip. Like I'm loading up on Lewis Robert and Eloy Jimenez because they're both kind of hurt last year, and the White Sox are going to be incredible.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Or Tim Anderson, I'm buying some White Sox right now. Josh said PC Bryce Harper because he's got over 100 Bryce Harper PSA 10 sitting at his house. He is the most amazing Bryce Harper collection in the entire world. It's
awesome.
But, I'm going to load up on Barry Zito because he's my PC. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. How about Luzardo? That might be a guy.
But our pitchers –
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about that. Like,
are you buying?
Other than people complain when they get a pitcher's auto in a pack, like, oh, it's cool, it's an autograph. I don't care.
But are you buying like, I'm loading up on Tyler Stevenson, from the catcher from the Reds. I also love the Reds, so I PC him. But I think he's going to have a monster year next year. Right. Like that Reds offense is going to be crazy. You got India, Votto, Stevenson, either Suarez and Moustakas, whoever gets third, Kyle Farmer, Winker. Tyler Naquin was a baller last year, and whoever they put in right field, like that offense is crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, and
That's true.
Terry Paul says Otani's probably lower, dying off season, big hits after the first start. Exactly, like Otani.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I sold some of his cards that I wish I didn't, and that's we had a conversation in our Cardboard Connection chat today. What cards did you sell that you wish you hadn't? And mine's Otani.
That's right.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Trout, Acuna, Tatis, Soto. I like my guy Bellinger. I buy a ton of him. I think he's coming back. He's had 2 down years, but
true.
Where they put him,
I had him
the hitters they put around him, I've got 50 slabs at least of Bellinger, and if I can sell them, I'm going to, because I don't even have an auto yet, so that's just to get bigger and better Bellinger cards. You sell your PC to buy more PC. So
that's what I do, and I make sure that I wait till I sell stuff so I don't like mix the money up, because it needs to go on a spending spree. At least I can, because I don't have self-control.
No, yeah, I understand. I started like using a budget. Like, this is how much money I have for the month. Unless I sell stuff, then I can add that to my, to my budget. Then it's all of a sudden like, ooh, hey, I hit a Target restock. Well, there's my whole budget. Now I got to sell all this crap. And, I'll go ahead and sell, product too at a profit, not like double the money or whatever, but it just funds the other stuff I do. It's not like I'm taking it and paying my rent, which, if you're doing that, whatever.
Yeah, no hate here.
Scott's here. Minuteman Scott, you need some tickets, you hit up Minuteman.
That is true. Scott, I will be hitting you up as soon as I'm ready to go to Yankee Stadium again.
He hooked me up with those Blue Jackets tickets. 2 weeks ago we had a good time, so that was awesome.
That's right. That must have been fun. I know you said you're not a huge hockey guy, but I'm sure you had a blast.
Yeah, but it was like 8-4 or something like that. And Bob Grabowski's return to Columbus. It was a great time.
You know who might be have a clinic?
Oh, absolutely. I've been trying to get all of his stuff. Like, I sent my auto out to PSA when I got my allotment.
Clinic might be a guy, because I'm big on him.
I'm digging the purple Chrome update cards too. They're in the Mega Boxes, Target exclusive.
Okay.
So I know they're $50 a box. So I'm honestly thinking it's better to buy the singles, because I saw Jonathan Indias were going for like $30 right when they came out. They're down to $8 now. Like, you bet I'm going to buy every India I can for $8. Check them out and send a couple to PSA. Keep the others, maybe sell some later. I mean, you're talking about the rookie of the year coming back to Cincinnati. His Mega Box purple rookie card, which is his first rookie card, because he wasn't in Series 1 or 2.
Unlike Wander Franco.
Yeah.
This is a
seriously, dude. One thing I got to hold today, a 1/1 Wander Franco auto PSA 10.
That's awesome.
Bowman Superfractor. Bowman.
I don't even want to know what that's going to go for. I don't even want to know.
I saw some things today. I'm changed, man.
I got an interesting one for you that might be a little controversial of a take. What about Ozuna cards? Like, if he plays again, you think
doesn't matter?
Buy him up.
I used to collect Trevor Bauer, and every single one of his cards I threw away, ripped up, burnt. Michael Vick, I feed his cards to my dog.
I don't blame you. I'm just wondering if people buy him up if he plays again.
I don't think so. I think
because people seem to overlook the Bauer stuff for some reason.
I don't think they do. Like, I don't think people are overlooking Bauer at all. They're like, he's not going to play anymore. Maybe Dodgers fans, because there's a lot of them. But like, I was a huge Trevor Bauer fan. Like,
I used to love the guy. I thought he was
like the UCLA days, man. It was like, now I just want to cut his hair and show it to him or something, or tell him he's small. I don't know. He's like,
I pulled one recently, and I tried just giving it away to this. There's one guy that collects them still. No. I was like, I don't want this in my house. Like, do you want this? He's like, oh, I have it. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna get rid of this then.
Yeah,
I don't want that, but I don't know. Like, Carlson card should be hot. He had a good year. I like him.
I'm trying to like look around my desk, like, who do I have sitting here? Like, Okay, how about this? Here's a Topps Chrome out of 50 auto of a guy I don't know that I'll probably just send to Scott because he's a big Boston fan.
Who is it?
Jonathan Aruza, shortstop,
No.
second base. Scott, what do you know about this guy? I mean, still, like, you're looking at a Chrome auto out of 50, you know, like.
That's true. How about someone like Joe Adele?
What about a guy like Jesse Winker, who was super hot at the beginning of the year and then got hurt?
To the moon.
Yeah, Joe Adele, there's a good one too. Like, I'm literally looking through my cards.
Oh, here's
here,
one. Terry said Lindor. I could see that Lindor. That could be a card to buy.
And our guy Ross collects Javi Baez. I got 2 cards sitting here to send him too. I don't know where they are, but they're in my to send you pile, Ross, if you're watching. So I'm like that guy who tells you, hey, I found these cards. I'm going to send them to you. And like 3 weeks later, hey, man, I found those cards. I lost them. They're still sitting on my desk. And like a month later, hey, man, I got those cards still. I'm like, I just suck at sending stuff. I do real bad.
Like, my problem is my stuff's not organized and I'm trying to. Oh, wow. I don't feel so bad now. That would give me a panic attack.
Boxes, stacks. Hey, Carolina Card Collector, if you're watching still, there's your thing you made, my wife.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah, I got my boss is retiring in May. I got him one, and I actually got a Jay Bruce autograph card that I had sent to him to include in the thing. So I got that for his retirement.
Those things are awesome. I got to pick one of those up eventually.
Yeah, I got one here, and then I got one for Buck City Breaks last year during the Polar Plunge thing when they, they donated $1,400 this year. I don't remember what it was last year, but I was so appreciative. I had to make one for them.
I gotta check them out. Like, I don't really do many breaks, but everybody speaks very highly of them.
I did breaks, and it's not for me anymore. But they're like 20 minutes away from me. They're super awesome human beings. Go over there, hang out with them. Minuteman Scott's like best friends with him. He's just allowed to walk in.
I love it.
So Hecker and Scott and I got them an autographed Fields jersey and a hat and a helmet last year, and surprised them. Just walked in during one of their breaks with it.
That's right.
And like their compound is just insane. Like they went from breaking in their basement to legit like a compound.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, here's a question for us. From Nick. He says, who are you looking to collect for the 2022 Topps? I'm trying to collect all the rookies of his buddy Jake Berger. Also want Gavin Sheets and any Sox guys. Honestly, I think Wander Franco's your chase card in every product until we see someone playing better. And Series 1's coming out next week. I'm going to get a box or 2, maybe even a case now that I'm a baller. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm probably more looking for Chrome, but I like to prospect always Topps Series 1 and 2. I'm going to I'll be after Franco, and we'll see.
I just collect Yankees. Like, I don't really chase any of the other guys because I just want to get all the Yankee cards I can get my hands on. I'm hoping that somebody tips me off when the boxes go on sale because I'm going to try to get a hobby box this year.
Oh,
the amount of money I'm going to spend buying up cards, it might be cheaper just to buy the hobby box once and be done with it.
Yeah.
And then trade cards with other people for their teams. But like, no one in particular. I don't even know who's in the Yankees checklist, but like,
yeah,
I'm sure like my guys like Florial and Clark Schmidt and Debbie Garcia will be in there. So I'm going to want to get a lot of them. I don't think Jason Dominguez is in there yet.
No,
or Anthony Volpe. I am so glad I started collecting Volpe a couple years ago when I started collecting again before this all blew up, because the prices of those cards now are ridiculous.
Oh, you got a solid deal on that Volpe I sold you too.
I know. I'm excited. I can't wait to add it to my. I have a new box now that I made of just PC cards.
It was one of those where I was looking at it. I'm like, do I want to hit him up in the DMs? Because I hate doing that. Because like you feel pressure. You don't want to sell to your friends or like tip him off. But it's like, you know what? He's checking my tweets anyways. I'll just put it up there. Then you're like, hey, you got any more Yankees? Like, yeah, actually I do. So we're cool on that front, you know?
No, you can hit me up anytime. It's the random people that don't follow you or just follow you. They send you a DM right away, like, "Oh, are you interested
Yeah.
in this card for sale?" Like, I've never talked to you before. Like, get out of here.
I'm
That's a
try-
quick way to get blocked. Because I
I
don't. I
have
just block people. I don't mute people. I just block stuff because I don't want the negativity in my life.
yeah. I have a Yankees auto I'm just looking for in this pile right here that I know I have sitting here. I gotta put into your stack before I forget. But yeah, I do dig like series 1 and series 2. He's looking for like Mike Jones is here.
Oh, hey, Mike.
He says he's collecting Cooper Bowman of the
That's
Yankees from
right.
Bowman Draft. You know what? I got a bunch of him back there, Mike. Hit me up later. I'll send you some because I started like, hey, my son's name's Cooper. He might be a good guy to chase. I'm like, no, I'm not going to chase a Yankee named Cooper. Like, I can't do it. So I got some Chrome stuff back there, whole stack of it. I'll send it to one of you two. You have to fight over it.
I'll send it to Mike. I got
Just
plenty
kidding,
of them.
I'm just kidding,
I got plenty of that guy now. I got pretty much all the Bowman Draft Yankee players. I think that are in the set, like the base cards and the Chrome cards.
This is just killing me. I can't.
That's kind of all I do for my That's how I collect. I'm just trying to get all the Yankees in every set, basically.
Yeah.
Because what am I gonna do with all these other cards? Like the cards I don't want, I just give them to people for their items.
What do you know about this guy?
Cannon Smith.
Yeah.
He's with the Pirates right now. He got traded in the Jameson Taillon deal, I think.
I got his
It was funny. Or was it Taillon? No, it was another trade.
Well, Alcantara.
He went to the Cubs.
Man. Oh, Austin Martin, no longer a J. How you like this one though? The short print Ohtani?
That's a cool looking card. I don't know anything about these short prints. You gotta teach me the way because I don't know what I'm looking at.
Here's the Sapphire first, Alcantara. This is a beauty here, man.
That's a nice card.
Bo Bichette. Yeah, so
I like
the short prints,
Club Chromes.
You can tell on the back the short prints have a different number.
So is that what it is? Because I have no idea.
All the last 3 numbers on cards, all the base cards are the same. All the short prints will have the same number. All the super short prints will have the same number. So, I mean, if you go to Cardboard Connection and look up the checklist, it'll tell you, or even just like Topps will say what the short print, super short print numbers are. And like that Ohtani will have the last 3 numbers different than all the rest of them. So, you know, it's a short print. So,
oh, what happened?
You struggle city over there today, man.
I don't know what it is.
That's right. I'm over here.
What happened. I know what happened.
What do you like about? Ooh, you're gone. Who likes Julio? Dad, Kevin back.
I know what happened. I was moving. So I have this. Oh, there he is.
What about this guy?
You better save that till after the Super Bowl win.
Well, this is my send PSA pile.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Julio out of 250. Oh, that I got this one I got from Liddy Cards too in the blue burst. So
okay.
Oh, don't sleep on my guy right here.
Oh yeah.
Out of 99.
This is my big $10 pickup I got today. Came Lefty Gomez 1961 Fleer PSA 2. I'm very excited about it.
It's nice, man.
Then I got a stack from CCC Collects today in a trade. Got this really awesome Mattingly card. Back when we used to do the holograph cards when we were kids.
I'll have to send you a picture of this later. I can't find it anywhere. I know I've got it. Like you saw what I was dealing with over here. It's a mess, man.
I thought I was bad.
Well, my wife took over like my workspace for her office, so she kind of just moved it all over. I mean, everything here is top loaded, so it's all safe.
Right.
But she just kind of moved it all over, and I got a desk for her I got to put together tomorrow, so I can put her desk on that side of the room, get mine back, and then we can coexist in here. So she's got that new promotion and started working from home. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, she's the big cheese now. So
that's true.
Yeah. So what do you think? We got we got a little off topic 40 minutes in, but hey, I got
That's
you to
how it
stop
happens.
yawning. So you're actually into it now.
I
So
know. I'm just, I didn't.
I get it,
I
man. I get
slept
it.
okay last night, but I'm making up from the night before. I don't know what it was. Like yesterday, I just had a really bad day the other day. So
Yeah, that's how I had the best worst day ever today. I mean, today's the 4-year anniversary of my guys getting murdered from my police department.
uh,
We had the memorial this morning. I talked to Eric's mom for a while. That was heartbreaking. Took my daughter, I picked her up from school. We went to the memorial together. She wore the Blue Line flag shirt to school today.
right.
I said, "What? Why are you wearing that shirt?" She goes, "I don't want to talk about it." I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I'm really upset, but I want to support my dad." I'm like, cry for like an hour. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Like, she's upset, so she doesn't want to talk about it, but she knows she wants to support daddy. And it's, oh God, man.
Ugh, that's rough.
But then, I got some amazing news this afternoon that I can't wait to share with everybody next week. So it's like I said, it's like the best, worst day ever.
Yeah, that's a lot. Ugh, that's tough.
So you think baseball's coming back?
It better. This whole thing is just ridiculous for so many reasons. The first reason it's ridiculous is we all knew this was going to happen before last season even
Yeah.
started. We knew this was going to happen 2 years ago.
And
So
you
if
had
we knew
plenty
this
of
was
time
going
to
to happen,
fix
how
it.
come no one else knew? It's just so
I
ridiculous.
what After the last lockout, steroids saved baseball.
It did. It really did.
And now what's going to save baseball? Like attendance has been down. I mean, they got like the shot clock on the pitchers now, and games are too long. Like my kids last like 4 innings, and then I got to like take them to the playground. Like Great American Ballpark has a playground
Was
inside.
it? Wow.
Terry, I'll DM you, man. I'll tell you what's going on, but I'll dangle the carrot and I'll let you eat off that donkey. So I'm just being weird now. But yeah, dude, people like you and me are gonna go to games, with the casual fan, like they're done. I mean,
Right.
especially with the popularity of other sports like soccer, lacrosse, all these other things are the women's national league now. National
Right.
Soccer League's huge. WNBA is getting bigger and bigger. They just signed the biggest endorsement contract. They signed the biggest
Saw
coach
that.
contract, the biggest contract in history. Like other things are going to take over until you get, someone blasting 80 bombs again. Like, is it going to be
Right.
Dominguez in 4 years putting balls into Shea Stadium from Yankee? Like,
Oh. Yeah, I have no
hmm.
idea. I think there's a lot of problems, and I think the simplest thing is the marketing strategy is just egregious. Look at so I buy the MLB TV package every year because I play serious fantasy baseball. So if I have somebody on another team, I want to see them at bat because I take this very seriously. And it's like really bad sometimes how worked up I get over it, but I take it seriously. But it's like so dumb. It's like, well, if I'm out, I can't stream the Yankees on the MLB app that I paid $120 a year to watch because I live too close to Yankee Stadium. It's like so dumb. Like
Yeah.
you got to get rid of that.
That's like
And
Che. He lives in Lexington, but he can't get a Reds game.
yeah, it makes no sense.
Nick, I'll absolutely be at Reds opening day, so I will meet you there. My mom or my dad Claire and I will go to opening day. My mom Becky and Cooper will go do something else. Then we'll all go to kids opening day on Saturday.
Nice.
So we go every year. We even went last year in 10-degree COVID. Only can sit,
Right.
4 feet away from everybody.
I went to the Yankees home opener one time, never again, because the tickets were just so stupid. And the next game, it was like $30, and it was so
Yeah.
cold.
Mhm.
A cold, chilly day in April. I'm like,
But
this is not
see,
enjoyable.
Cincinnati used to always be the first game of the year every year
Yeah,
until like 5 years ago. They literally shut the city down, throw a giant party, have
that's
a parade.
awesome.
Like you're drinking out in the streets, asses to elbows with like 100,000 of your closest friends. Like people just don't go to work on opening day. I mean, they
That's
literally have
awesome.
Budweiser, like giant semis with kegs in them in the streets on opening day. Like it is. I'll just send you some pictures of opening days past. Like
That's
it,
awesome.
it's insane, man. It's like a national holiday. Like people don't even go to the game. They just hang out down at the banks. Like
See, that's what I usually just do. I'll usually in the past, I'll take off for opening day, grill up some food, have friends over, and just crush a bunch of Miller Lights and watch baseball, and it's great. It's a great day off. It sounds like heaven. Heaven to me, but I don't know. The other thing they really have to do is, as far as marketing, take these stupid in-game manager interviews out and mic up the players. Like not every game, but like do something like behind the scenes. Like I know we were just talking about Bauer before, but that content he put out before all this came out,
Yeah,
like that
that was really good.
stuff, that's what made people follow him, and like that's what gets people engaged. You want to engage younger fans, you need stuff like that.
I saw Marcus Stroman, and I became an immediate fan after this. So he was on TikTok, I think it was, and someone asked him how he throws a certain ball. Okay. So he gets the baseball out, and he does a video, like calls the fan and like one-on-one shows him. He's like, well, I have a really, like his fingers are like this, his middle and his index.
Okay.
Like his middle finger is so much longer than his index finger. He's like, I hold the ball across this way, and then I pull down with my middle finger. So it's almost like I'm throwing a one-seam fastball. And the way it spins, and he's showing like this, like my spin rate is going this way so that I can get it going in or I can get it going out, you know, depending on where he wants to throw the ball. And he's just telling exactly how he holds the ball, how it comes off his finger, his spin rate, you know, if he's going to, you know, flick it this way, and I thought it was like the most compelling thing. Like he was such a good speaker. Like I was hanging on every word he was saying. Like, please teach me how to throw this pitch. I wish I had that when I was like 17. To me, that engaged me so much. Like, I became an instant fan. I want to watch him pitch now. And he's like my favorite non-Reds player, not named Cody Bellinger.
Right. That's what they need, more content like that for. Make the players more accessible.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's how you're going to get the younger fans to buy into this.
Well, I think that goes back to like social media too, is, you know, some of these young guys, when you're talking about collecting, is how marketable are they? Like Acuna and Tatis and Soto are very marketable players. People like them. But like Barry Bonds was not a likable person.
That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he is not, you know, marketable. So who's amazing, and like Manny Machado is not marketable.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, Aroldis Chapman, people loved him. People hate him now because he beat his wife.
He's on my team and I don't like him.
I mean, like Jesse Winker, people like him. Like you were talking about how he was going back and forth with the Mets fans, you know, in left field. Like he's like Ryan Castellanos or Nick Castellanos is a likable person.
Deep drive to left.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the biggest meme now, right?
That's what they need to do more of. And like, I just don't know. Like, those are my suggestions to fix things. They'll get it done eventually. I think spring training is going to be rushed and guys are going to get hurt again.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be wondering why pitchers' arms are falling off, and everybody's got
take the overs in March and April.
Oblique injuries for everyone. You get an oblique injury. You get an oblique injury. Everyone gets oblique injuries. Yeah, that's what's going to pay. But I don't know. Like, I got Yankees AA tickets, so they're starting on time. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Indians AAA teams here. Garrett, my buddy, already bought us some tickets to some games. Chuck P. Cards works there. He does in-game entertainment. He's the MC. We get some tickets. We love baseball, so we go often.
I wish they'd be home when you're out here for the National, but they're away that week.
Yeah. Man, we're going on 50 minutes here. Let's get into our last topic and jump off here. I want to see where do you think some quarterbacks are going to land next year? I have a feeling Denver's getting Aaron Rodgers.
I'd agree with that.
Russell Wilson staying. Deshaun Watson never plays in the NFL again.
You don't
And I think Mitch Trubisky, not this season, but next season, goes somewhere, starts, and excels. Like, he was really good. Went to the Bears, who destroyed him. I mean, look what the Bears are doing to Justin Fields. Now he's in Buffalo behind Josh Allen, learning from Josh Allen and their quarterbacks coach, getting better every single day. He could go into like Pittsburgh next year with a good offense and be good.
That's true. I'm not a big fan of him, and I don't like Fields either.
And where does Kyler Murray go?
I don't think he's leaving. I think he's not leaving. Rodgers, I agree with you with Rodgers. He's going to be a Bronco.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think Russell Wilson's leaving. I think Jimmy G's going to end up in Washington, whatever they're calling
Oh, I
themselves.
forgot to talk about Jimmy. Yeah.
I could see that. Trubisky, yeah, that could be a thing. I don't know. The Steelers, I mean, there's been a lot of talk with him moving up to draft Malik Willis. So
Do they go with Kenny Pickett, the hometown guy?
it could be. I mean, I think Watson will get a job somewhere. I do. I don't think you're done with um, Fitzmagic yet. I think he's still going to float around somewhere.
Did you see him at the Buffalo game in the playoffs?
That was amazing.
That was awesome. Like immediate fan.
Guy.
I mean, like in Houston, they like Davis Mills, some guy you've never heard of before that everybody's all of a sudden looking through their Commons box for his stuff. But, could you see Fitz in Houston or maybe Jimmy G? Like weirder stuff's happened. No one thought Brock Osweiler was leaving the Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos to go to Houston.
That's true. I like Davis Mills though. I picked up 2 shares of him in Dynasty before the year ended. So I'm banking on that.
Well, Nick Carlucci says he's Mitch Trubisky's #1 supporter.
Is he? I don't think he's that great. I didn't think he was that great in college.
Maybe I'm just a hater. I'm a Drew Lock stan. I still think he's gotten the raw deal. He's really talented.
Yeah, I think he's good.
I mean, look at the games he's excelled in. They've just let him run loose and play. Like he dominated Dallas. He dominated Houston. He kept them in some games they had no business being. They would have beat Kansas City if he didn't fumble on the 1-yard line. Like, stuff like that just happens. But he's had 4 different head coaches, 4 different.
Right. There's no stability.
Offensive coordinators, even in college. And now finally you've got a quarterback-driven head coach, quarterback-driven offensive coordinator, amazing weapons. I mean, you got Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, Sutton, Patrick Fant, Ogwuagbene,
right.
Javonte Williams. We'll see what happens with Melvin Gordon, upgraded offensive line. Even a defense gives you good ball position. Like,
it does.
Sign Lock to like 3 years.
I could see it.
Play Rodgers. Lock learns from Rodgers. Rodgers goes to 3 Super Bowls and retires, and then Lock takes over, and we go to 10 straight Super Bowls and win them all. I mean, it's feasible.
That's
right?
true.
You're gone.
What about my guy Jameis Winston? Where's he going? That's my guy.
I think he stays in New Orleans, and I like him. I've been a fan. I thought he was going to be awesome in New Orleans. He's not. Maybe he goes to Houston. I'd like to see him in Denver too, but I don't think Denver wants to pay what he wants to have him.
Right.
I don't think he'll go to Detroit. He doesn't want to go. What about Atlanta? Like, what are they? He could go there. Matt Ryan could come to Denver.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he goes back to Tampa.
Could be. Jameis Winston's my guy. I love Jameis Winston. I'm a big Florida State guy. Love Jameis Winston. What about this though? What if Brady comes back? Because that would be the most Brady thing ever, and I'd be so mad. But you could see that, right?
I did see a story. I saw a story that Brady's going to come back and go to the Saints.
Why the Saints, though? That's really random.
I didn't read the story because I jumped on here with you, but I saw the headline like right as I was logging in. I should have read it because now we could talk about it. But yeah, Terry Paul saying Winston to Tampa ?
Yeah, you could see him going back there. I mean, like I said, I'm a big Winston guy. Like,
I mean, they played.
I got to get myself some Winston cards eventually.
The Saints played the whole year without Michael Thomas. I mean, what's going to happen with Kamara next year? He's probably not playing, so X that out. I'm a big.
I don't know. These guys get added all these. They get out of everything. See the big stars.
If you're good enough, it doesn't count.
Yeah,
if you're Adrian Peterson, it's cool. If you're Ray Rice, you're not
right.
Cool.
Exactly.
Neither one of them should be cool for the record. It is not okay, and I don't condone it, and you all suck. So you all have bent corners. All of you who are mean, bent corners.
Yes. It's true.
All right, man. We're about an hour in here. I'm gonna jump off, and I had just a wonderful time with you tonight. So
yeah, it was fun. It was a good first episode.
Kevin and I are gonna try to do this regularly, whether weekly, bi-weekly, or whatever. It's why we came up with the logo, the show name and stuff. So You can obviously see our wonderful rapport we have with the back and forth, and we're both totally into the polar plunge. That's what really led us to our friendship was that. Like
Wow.
we didn't ever really spoke before that. So now we're good friends. We text message and stuff. So this is awesome. Really, really enjoying it.
Me too. Well, until next week.
Yeah, man. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. If you're watching now, peace. If you're watching later, you already turned it off. So oh, we got to get Nick to get us an outro. We got an intro. I'll play the intro for the outro and get out of here. All right.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see everybody later.
Bye, guys.